watching Fox News First.
Happy to have a few minutes here with our friend Congressman Will Hurd, 23rd Congressional District here, who's been in town here for a few days, and you're probably counting your lucky stars you're not in D.C. right now.
Absolutely. I was talking to my team in Washington saying I was in Hondo yesterday and it was 66 degrees.
Yes. And foggy.
Sunny. Yeah,
foggy,
yeah,
but
exactly. So no, it's supposed to be getting two feet of snow. That's a lot of snow.
they're literally going to shut down Washington at noon today, right? From what I understand?
Absolutely. The mayor had already issued a state of emergency, and it's pretty significant. They're saying it's probably the worst snow since like 1920.
We saw President Obama's motorcade was delayed the other day, so you know it's bad. Well, even the president can't get around in this stuff here. But that doesn't mean you're not keeping busy. You've been down here. You mentioned you were in Hondo, so you've been traveling around. You have more events planned, more stuff today?
Absolutely. I'm speaking at an event at UTSA's downtown campus. It's a cybersecurity in North America, and there's folks from Canada, the U.S., and Mexico talking about the importance of cooperating when it comes to cybersecurity and how we ensure that we keep businesses safe. And
this is right in your wheelhouse. For people who don't know, the congressman spent time in the CIA. I mean, security, cybersecurity, terrorism, I mean, this is all, again, right in your wheelhouse. We mentioned earlier about some new visa rules that are going in effect here in an attempt to, I guess, further secure the borders and parts of the country where these extremists might be wanting to come in.
Absolutely. Look, I spent 9 years as an undercover officer in the CIA, chasing bad guys all over the world. One of my cover jobs I did during the day was stamping visas, and then I did my real job at night. So I know a lot about this, and I was part of a task force looking at the threat to our homeland. And one of the things that we're seeing is that our European partners aren't sharing all the information they should be with us or with Interpol. And so someone who's a European could come here without having to have an interview. And these rules were to tighten that up and to ensure our European partners are sharing the right kinds of information with us. Because if we get the right information in the right hands at the right time, this is how we keep terrorists on the run and off our shores. When
you're out there in the, the Hondos of the world and those small towns, or even San Antonio, and you hear from your constituents, I mean, what are some of the concerns, the security concerns that maybe a few years ago we wouldn't have heard of?
So I've done over 200 meet and greets and town halls in the year that I've been in office, and I get asked two questions consistently in each event. Something about Iran, because people are worried about a nuclear Iran, and the second one is on cybersecurity. Everybody's had to have their credit card reissued, or they've had a friend.
I have.
Absolutely.
Recently.
Yeah, and so these are issues, and ultimately people are nervous. They don't feel safe, and what we need is we need to make sure that our enemies fear us and our allies trust us, and this is an important thing. And one of the things I'm working on a lot, I'm up in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. So how long do you get to stay down here? Are you just monitoring the weather forecast to see what's going to happen?
Well, I'm supposed to go back. I'm supposed to go back on Monday, and hopefully the snow's gone and the airports are open back up again.
Yeah. So you can handle a little bit of fog or whatever is down here.
Look, anytime I can eat breakfast tacos in the morning, it's a good day. So
how good are the tacos in Washington?
Not very good.
Okay.
Not very good.
We'll have to send some up to you here on occasion. How people can contact you? You're very active on social media. You want to hear from your constituents out there.
Sure. Hurd on the Hill is my handle on all of our social media platforms. We have an office in Rogers Ranch. We have an office at Texas A&M San Antonio. We have an office in Del Rio at the airport. And then we have one in El Paso as well, too.
You cover a lot of miles, so you got to have several offices out there. But we appreciate it. I know you're very busy. You're going to be heading to UTSA in a little while, so it's good to see you, Congressman.
Good to see you.
All right, Will Hurd joining us here for a few minutes this morning. All right, let's